Can't do it. You believe that this is it for you. No, it's not.
Don't you quit. Don't you quit. You do make a difference. You do make a difference. As weak as you are, as tired as you are, as many mistakes as you make.
You mentioned that when we are seeking for our threshold of pain, sometimes fear can hold us back. I've engaged with you numerous times, and I've read some of your very brave and courageous posts. And you have always exuded so much courage and confidence. So what would you say to a budding entrepreneur who wants to expand their threshold of pain and still needs to overcome the fear? What's your secret? What's your insight into facing that and challenging it and being courageous?
My secret, or how I do it, I wake up every day with the intention to change my life, to impact the people around me. It's not an easy thing because as humans we get distracted. I mean, you could wake up and your kids are already distracting you, or your husband or your partner is distracted. But I wake up every day and I show up for myself. I tell myself in the mirror, I am going to do it. I am going to impact people's lives because that is what I was called on earth to do. I do have fears. It is normal. However, once you understand that as much as I'm fearful, in order for me to get it, I need to go for it. Because if you do not go for it, you are not going to receive it. So it's a give and take type of a situation that, yes, I'm fearful. Yes, there is this big mountain. I remember a friend of mine telling me that, you know, you are brave. You are so brave that when you see this mountain, you go through the mountain. Because you are a bulldozer, like you bulldoze through the mountain. That is what I was told. However, we are different. So therefore, you don't have to bulldoze yourself through the mountain. You can walk steps slowly around the mountain to reach the other end. But for me, I've bulldozed through the mountain. It has worked for me, but it might not work for everyone. But I'm saying there's an alternative of walking around the mountain, taking slower steps to get to where you need to get to. Thank you.
Thank you. That was indeed a powerful speech, Noma. My question to you, which ties with what you were saying about women taking spaces and understanding your threshold of pain, and it ties with that. You know, my experience and that of many ladies in South Africa is that for you to actually take up that space, you probably need to be aligned to some sort of male. And it's true for most women, it might not be true for any others. And so my question to you is, in reaching all of these milestones, in going through all that pain that you had, you probably had someone or people that probably take you or help you through to get through where you were going. So then my final question is, what is your take on mentorship? Because if you as a woman are saying women must take up spaces, you must be seen, you must be heard, what do you think other women that have made it, that have gone through it like you, how are you mentoring? How do you feel about mentoring? To what level can you mentor?
I speak very boldly and courageously around mentorship. I am a result of other women. I am a result of people that gave me opportunities. Gave me opportunities in corporate and opened doors for me in business. Mentorship I take very personally, but it's a personal decision that one has to take. In order for you to walk the journey much better and easier, you need to find someone that has walked a similar journey that you want to walk, so that they can carry you through the journey, because the journey is a lonely journey, whether in corporate, whether in business. So therefore, mentorship, I do believe in mentorship. I have been mentored. However, my experience of mentorship has never been formal mentorship. It turns formal later. I think we underestimate that when we work in corporate, and then you are deployed with a supervisor or allocated a supervisor or a manager, that can be your coach, that can be your mentor. And I find that most of the people that have impacted in my life are the people that used to manage me. So I could start with Noma as a mentor when I started as a graduate program at Coca-Cola. She was an agent manager. She became my mentor. At that time, we did not sit and say, let's mentor each other. Our energies found each other. She then found space for me because I was able to receive. Because sometimes when you formalize mentorship, the energies are not aligned, the paths are not aligned, and the recipient is not ready to receive, or the giver is not ready to give. So therefore, do not underestimate the people that are around you, that are in your life, whether in corporate spaces or wherever you are. Note those people that, I met someone and I felt light. I felt lighter than I was. That's your mentor. Because the energies are aligned. Once you start to formalize it, it becomes a structure that you need to do this, you need to do that, you need to do that. I believe everyone around you can be your mentor in different aspects and facets of your life. Whether it be marriage, family, life coach, etc. It's important, but do not underestimate the people that are walking the journey with you currently, and the people that, they trigger your thoughts and sort of uplift your spirit. That's your mentor. Thank you.